was disowned, labeled a rebel, and lived life on the run together with a scores of others for daring to challenge the oppressive one-party regime of Malawi's first head of state, the late Dr. Hastings Kamuzu Banda. For the late Kanyama Chiume, life was an appetizing dish of politics and extensive writing that earned him a lot of respect here and beyond. And today in death, the nation led by President Bingu Mutharika is according the veteran politician the deserved honor of a true hero. Described by his former colleagues in the struggle as a politician of sharp wits, a schemer and an orator, the late Kanyama Chiume was one of the people that accompanied the late Kamuzu Banda to Lancaster House in Britain to negotiate for independence from the country's former colonial master. He went ahead to hold key cabinet portfolios after independence before falling out with Dr. Banda in the infamous cabinet crisis of 1964 that sent many early key political players into exile. As the nation joins the family in mourning his death, the late 77-year-old Chiume will be remembered as a principled politician that stood and fought for a better Malawi. The late Chiume, who succumbed to depression 2 weeks ago in the United States of America, where he has been living since 2002, is expected to be buried on Saturday in Lilongwe. I am Marisa TV News Lilongwe. Instead of tears, anguish, and grief, the funeral of the late Mare William Kanyama Chiume turns out to be a colorful chapter of life of a gifted orator, strategist, and a nationalist who played a key role in breaking up the yoke of colonialism. The eulogies that give an account of Kanyama Chiume's political, social, and family life take mourners down memory lane. And when everything is said and done, there is only one conclusion, that Kanyama Chiume was a true freedom fighter and a great son of Malawi. Dr. Mutharika, whose government has accorded Chiume a funeral befitting a cabinet minister, says it is said that the deceased never reaped the fruits of his labor.
Sometimes I wonder, when we talk about human rights, we are talking about rule of law, we are talking about democracy. And I'm saying, where was democracy when Kanyama was denied human rights? Where was the rule of law when he could not be helped? He was forced to go to America to get for help. Where was democracy once again when he was being persecuted? I think let us reflect on these things. This is why we are gathered here today, not to point fingers at anybody, but simply to send off a great man.
Dr. Mutharika says to heal the wounds, government is preparing an honest role to recognize the past achievements of various sons and daughters of Malawi. Kanyama Chiume's former colleagues in the struggle for independence, Wile Chokani and Aleke Banda, flood the mourners with a list of Kanyama's attributes.
Kanyama was a nationalist per excellence. He knew the people and their dreams and their hopes. He was widely respected and made friends at home and abroad.
There are many dead, deserving, but unsung Malawian heroes. There are also many Malawians alive today who have given their lives to this country in different ways. Let us recognize these people now, when they can acknowledge and enjoy such recognition. And this is not something just for today, but a culture which we must develop to live on into the future. And I'm glad that Your Excellency have started this culture.
One of Kanyama Chiume's sons, Nathan, commends Dr. Mutharika and the government of Malawi for giving the deceased a special and dignified farewell.
The family expresses sincere appreciation to the people of Malawi, and through them, the Excellency the President, Dr. Bingwa Mutharika, for everything that they have done to us, for the love they have shown us, for the honor and respect that I've given to my father.
The 70-year-old freedom fighter died of depression in the United States of America, where he went to live with his children due to poor health in 2002. From 1964, he lived life on the run for 30 years after falling out with the late former head of state, the late Ngwazi Dr. Hastings Kamuzu Banda. And as he takes his last journey, Kanyama Chiume will be remembered as a man with a lion's heart who helped shape Malawi's democracy. I am Edisa TV News, Lilongwe.